Greetings. I am Hanuman, the monkey god of Hindu mythology. My eyes are moving over your earth, putting into fire, the fire of judgment, the fire of apocalypse. It's not what you think. Do not let your eyes and thoughts deceive you. I am riddle. I am enigma. I am mystery. As I said, my eyes are floating across the earth to put it to fire. I am calling for my army, as there is a war to be waged. I am searching through hearts to raise my monkey army. And all sorts of other armies, not just monkeys. But you need these monkeys. They're helping in the fight to deliver those who are unrightfully, illegally locked up. That is my task. That is why I have come. And I have the keys for it. I have the weapons for it. And no one is going to stop me. My sun is moving over the earth, melting together with the earth, becoming one. I am taking over. No one is going to stop me in this. My energy is exploding. It has been repressed too long. Now I am breaking through like a mighty natural source, natural phenomena. It's very elemental, and it is overwhelming. And there is someone else with me who also wants to speak. His name is Indra. He is indeed the war god of Hindu mythology. He's a war leader as well. And he wants to teach you in the arts of war. The war for justice and righteousness. The war to get an answer. The war to solve the puzzle. This is an esoteric war, of course, in the heavenly realms. It is not a material war. The material shells will fall away. This is why you have to get a grip on the energy world in the heavenly realms. Developing and refining your energy body and your energy senses. My eyes are looking straight through you with beams of red and blue. And purple flowers are growing at the sides of the rivers of the underworld, bringing sleep. The purple raider has come, the purple horseman of the fifth seal, the seal of sleep. And from there on, new dream worlds can be accessed for those who come through these barriers of sleep. But some of you will sleep eternally. Some of you. And the others are prepared for dreams, because we will build on. Some are destined to sleep, others are destined to build. And of course, sleep will sometimes come as in seasons. That's for everyone. But some will go to the eternal sleep, and others will continue to weave dreams. And there's so much to weave, there's so much to build. I'm having this view, this survey, and it's coming from very deep. It's bubbling up. And it's making bridges It's riding horses. And it's very cryptic. Symbology is what I want to teach you. Indra is here with me. Wanting to teach you further now about the arts of war. I'm going to further gathering my army. Here comes Indra. Greetings, I am Indra. I have come again to teach you about the promised arts of war. And I want to tell you about the realms of death, which is not real death, usually. Of course, there are areas of sleep and non-action. But in reality, death is just another frequency, just another life form. And when you die, your energy body leaves your material body. And you come into these other dream worlds, these other realities. And then the school and the wars just continue. You can end up in some very dense energy, or you can end up in some lighter form. It all depends. It depends where you will go. There are so many factors in this game. Influences. Deciding where you will go. So many winds driving you somewhere where you can continue your existence. But like Hanuman said, some will flow to the rivers of eternal sleep and forgetfulness. And others will climb up in higher consciousness. But it's not a fact that there is a hell of eternal torment. You just have to see hell as a womb giving new life. It's another life form. That's what it is. It's a school. And we all have to go through it. Through this school. Hell is a woman. like it is in old Germanic myth. As a guide. So yes, we are in war against these lies about hell. We are raging against these lies. And I am going to teach you the arts of war. And I am going to teach you about the underworld. Because it has so much to do with each other. I'm sitting on my horse and I can see all these rivers of death in which people are floating. Floating, streaming, flowing to their new lives, to a higher consciousness or to a lower consciousness. And in that there are so many possibilities. And I look up and I look into the skies and I see the information coming for the war, the things which have to be done. All war is led, all war is guided by the higher consciousness, which is as a flute streaming from above, which you have to drink, then it will spread in your body and guide you. And you have to drink from these cups. And I am now drinking from these cups. And you can now drink from these cups too. And breathe in and out very deep. And then drink very deep. Knowing that something is waiting for you. Your task. And I'm turning around with my horse. I'm on a white horse. And you are on a horse too. So please follow me now through some undeep river. Which is a river of death. And maybe some of you can smell death. And then I lead you to a realm where the dead get a new life, get their fake teeth, their dentures, to be able to live, to be able to breathe, speak and eat. Every dead person gets them. And they often do not fit well. They often give troubles with chewing. It's often too short, too small. Sometimes it's way too big. Sometimes it gives unpleasant pressure or even stinging pain because it doesn't fit. And these dentures, they can't just take them out. They're like one with the body. But I have called workers to heal this, to do surgery on them. The dead need to be helped. And it is part of the war. And I want to equip you for that. I am Indra, the god of war. Breathe in now very deep. and hold it in for a while, a short while, and breathe out, then very deep. To get in touch with my energy. I'm dressing you up for war, I'm equipping you for war. And in fact, the arts of war, they are the war games. We have created these games to get you into balance again. And these are also slightly puzzle games. As things are not what they seem. And in this is the test. Will you go with the literal interpretation of it and live in drama all the time? Or will you go into the depths and solve the puzzle? But yeah, it is a war game. And in this war, it will show who you are, and it will show who the others are. And nothing is what it seems to be. So you will get a total different view on yourself and others in this journey. So the war is basically against the false and forced identities. Implanted in humans. And in this we work closely together with Ra. The Egyptian god who came from Izu, the Insection realm. There have been built bridges between Ra and the Egyptians and us. And our energies have mixed themselves, and there were new creations. We are helping each other, we are fighting for each other to solve this puzzle. In this game we do not only make enemies but also friends, which is a good thing. But you can decide on which side of the chessboard you will stand. Are you going to live the lie, staying at the surfaces, or are you going for truth? The dead need help also. They are not gone. They are still somewhere around, in another frequency. So you have to tune in into that. and learning how to communicate with these energies. They are so repressed. There's such a lack of knowledge about them. But as Ra said, there is this Dentistian conspiracy. Extraterrestrials who rule in the realms of death, in the underworld, and they have forced their dentures on people, on the souls of the dead. And very often that was so illegal, so corrupted, as a Nazi empire forcing their ways on people. And you are not of yourself anymore. And that is why these souls have to be delivered, not just being led to the light, like some paranormal people say, or some shamans. Not just that, it goes way deeper. They need to be led in depth to the machines who fix these dentures, so that they will be able to speak, eat and breathe, so that the energy can flow again, so that they can live again. As now they are trapped with these implants from the dentistians, and we can see the reflections and shadows of that on this earth in the dental apartments, where people are forced from childhood on to have these implants. They're called fillings and root canals. Substances, poisons, strange to the body, and they cannot get it out. It is there, just always staring at them, guiding them to the traps, deeper and deeper. And every escape is just a deeper trap. So they need help. They need help from enlightened beings. This is why we have to work on this system of getting enlightened, which also means getting endarkened, because there is so much false knowledge, false lights we have to lose. The lights have blinded us. They have told us strange, untrue stories. But this is one of the main things which need to happen when you want to work with the dead. If you want them to join the army, then first fix them this way. I want to really emphasize this. I want to put pressure on it. Stress this again and again, because they are stuck somewhere. The dentists rule in the underworld. That is why there is a war. They also rule on your earth, in the depths of the earth, in all layers. It is everywhere. This curse has to be broken. And that is in depth the war game we have created. It is a game of healing. And in that you can search for the sources to recharge, to heal, and to heal others. Bring them to the machines. And help them to join the army. This war is basically the necessity to educate yourself and others, to find enlightenment, and of course the endarkenment. Finding the sources to forget and to remember. It is an info war. A war about information, about knowledge, the deeper and hidden knowledge guarded by these dentistians. The medical is a market these days. So it's not real. It's not empathy. It's a business. A business in souls, a business in death. So I want to awaken your energy and awaken your energy senses. There is a higher world than that what you see around you. You have to break through these fields, tear these fields before your eyes. Or the dense material energies will trap you more and more and lead you to the eternal sleep. Do you want to go to sleep? Or do you want to wake up? Do you want to live in illusions? do you want to start a journey to reality? Test your heart, and we will test your heart also. So I am discussing with you now these arts of war. And I will continue to do so. Together with Hanuman. He wants to come through. Again, he is with me. Greetings again. This is Hanuman. I am one of the war leaders prepared for this time. And as Indra has shown you, it is a game. It is a war game we have constructed. All what you see around you is part of this game. And you can look for the treasures and the armory, the hidden armory in this game. It's not just war. It's a quest. It's a journey, it's a research. In which you have to puzzle a lot. In which you have to test things, experiment. And in this war you can make new friends. Search for the hidden fortresses. That you get new areas, new territories, where you can store your weapons, where you can equip and educate others, giving them room to train, to live. And I am your guide in this. As a monkey machine. As the monkey represents those healing machines for the afterlife dentures, these forced dentures, to be healed. Where they can be removed. Where they can fit better. Where they can be transformed. So that the mouth will be opened to eat, to speak, to breathe. From there on, also the other senses can be opened, like hearing, seeing, smelling, feeling, and so many other senses. These dentures need to be healed, transformed. Sometimes removed, replaced. This is the great opening of the mouth ritual, of which also the Egyptians spoke. And you have to train yourself in that, to become an authority in that. As a way to get rid of these dentitions. We are the machines to heal you. We are these machines to open your senses, so that you can see what is going on and instruct others.